like 3 different rooms to do this, so I'm so sorry. Okay. I've been seeing a lot of stuff on Tumblr that's very negative and degrading. You know, things about, oh, I'm such a piece of shit, or, you know, suicide, people who want to commit suicide are going to commit suicide, and all because they don't have anyone to talk to. And I think that that's utter shit, because there's always someone there to talk to. You just have to find them. And, you know, I reblog all that stuff because I want someone, perchance, to hope and pray, or I hope and pray that, you know, it doesn't matter if you don't think there's someone there to listen. There always is, and you just have to find them. And I think that no matter what, you have to learn to love you first, because you are the only you there is. There's no other you anywhere ever in the universe, period. I don't care. There is no you other than you. And nobody can be you except you. And you have to learn to love you, because let's face it, you can shut every door, lock and bar every window, but in the end, you're still stuck with you. And it doesn't matter if someone's at your bedside or not when you die. You're so alone. You're as alone as... Death is alone. You die alone because you're not dying with somebody. You're dying just you. You're just dead. So, you can't use that as an excuse. And I know what it's like to feel like you're shit, and that you're not worth the air that you breathe. And that, you know, the world would be better off without you. No, it wouldn't. It'd just be emptier. A world without you wouldn't be better. It would just be more empty. Because you wouldn't be there. You know? Maria said it right in Les Miserables. Empty chairs at empty tables. Because that's what you would eventually become if you commit suicide or whatever. Doesn't matter. You commit suicide or you die naturally, or over the course of time from old age, you're still an empty chair at an empty table in the end. And I want to fight off my empty chair at my empty table for as long as possible. And I think you should too, because, you know, whether you know anyone or not, you think that no one's listening. We're listening. We're listening to the silence if you don't say something. And we're listening to the words you say when you say them. Or when you type them. Or when you blog them. Or when you tweet them. Or when you whatever. Somebody somewhere sees the pain you're going through. And maybe they just don't know how to reach you. So, make sure you're reachable if you want to be saved. Because we all do. I don't care who you are. If suicide's an option for you, you're looking for somebody to save you first. It's that little cry of help. And I think a lot of people would learn to save a life if they would learn to understand what that silence meant. Because when they're silent is when they stop looking for help. When they're silent is when it gets scary. Or scarier. Because, let's face it, someone talking about suicide is scary. So, be happy. Because you're worth it. And you're loved. And you would be missed in some way, shape, or form. And you would be an empty chair at an empty table. And that would make someone else sad. What if you're the one who's anchoring someone else right now? Don't be the weakest link. Be the strongest one you can be. Because you never know whose hand you're pulling. You never know whose hand you've got a hold of. Or who has a hold of your hand. Who you're keeping from drowning. Think about that one for a second. Synced in? Okay, good. We love you. Never forget that. Somewhere, somebody loves you. Even if they haven't met you yet, but they still love you because they love the idea of you. So, smiles. I'm out.